this ain't routine before the skate off to school. But who knew that this day wasn't like the rest? Instead of taking the 10 sides and 2 to the chest. Only thought that I didn't see it coming, and everybody was running, but I couldn't hear nothing except and that was so fast, I didn't really notice either I survived the class. Maybe this kid was reaching out for love, or maybe for a moment he forgot who he was, or maybe this kid just wanted to be hugged. Whatever it was, I know it's because we she was given the world with every chance to excel. The boys and hear the stories they tell. She might have kind of love and no respect for herself. She finds love in all the wrong places. The same situation, just different faces. Change up her face since her daddy left her. Daddy never told her she deserved much better. Johnny Boy always played the fool. He broke up the rules so you would think he was cool. He was never really one of the guys. No matter how hard he tried, not the thought of suicide. It's kind of hard when you ain't got no friends. He put his life to an end and might remember it then. You crossed the line and there's no turning back. Told the world how we met with the sound of the cat. We are, we are. You got the nation. We are, we are. You got the nation. We are, we are. You got the nation. We are, we are. You got the nation.
The biggest priorities of all is to smile, because without smiling, how can you know what it feels like? You need to smile every single day and remind yourself what happiness feels like. Even if it's just for a moment, it's that small moment you felt, just that little bit of glee.
Who's to blame for the life that tragedies claim? No matter what you say, it don't take away the pain that I feel inside. I'm tired of all the lies on the body of bodies, the blinded in the blind. It's just the way that the story goes. Will it ever make sense? Somebody's gotta know. There's gotta be more to life than this. There's gotta be more to everything I thought exists.
We are, we are. You got the nation. We are, we are. You got the nation. We are, we are.
We are.
You got the nation. We are, we are.
We are.
You got the nation. We are, we are. You got the nation. We are, we are. You got the nation. We are, we
set your mind to, man.
Suicide is the second leading cause of all deaths of young people in Canada. While you were watching this presentation, over 20 people have died by suicide worldwide, and an estimated 400 youth have attempted suicide in North America. Speak out, reach out, and help out. Together, we can make a difference.
The entire time that I was feeling this way, I never spoke out. My closest friends, my family, they never knew how I was feeling. That's the nature of suicide, is that nobody talks about it. How can an issue come about? How can somebody get any help when nobody talks about it? It simply never comes up. I was completely alone. I remember sitting like you were in front of a presenter and thinking, wow, I am the biggest loser among all of us here today. But the reality was that in an audience this size, there is more people than you can imagine that have felt or are feeling this way, some time, some shape or form. They say that in September 9/11 changed the world. Something so huge that changed the world. Yet more people die by suicide each and every day than everyone who has died in the September 9/11 attacks. Yet where is the press? Where is any mention at all in media, newspaper, television, even in our everyday life? When do we hear anything about suicide? With those kinds of things, it's not a surprise that I never talked about it, because I felt like I couldn't. It is something that needs to get out. We need to start talking about it. Don't leave that person in the hallway that you pass, covering their eyes and hovering, closing their heads down below, and think that somebody else is going to deal with it. Because nobody ever deals with that. When a friend comes to you and starts talking about their problems, make sure to spend the time to listen. Because that is all it needs to take sometimes. Because in a world where nobody talks about suicide, how can anyone feel comfortable in opening up? Just listening to them can be all that it takes. You're not going to solve their problems in one day. You're probably not going to solve their problems in a whole year or two. But being there to listen makes that person feel like they're not completely and utterly alone. I know that's how I felt, and I know that if I had have talked about it, if I had have disclosed to my friends even a fraction of how I was feeling, I would come to realize that there's others that are going through the very same feelings. Not because they have the same problems as me, not because they're disabled as I am, but because each and every person has their own personal challenge. There is no such thing as a person going through life without challenge. How someone responds to that challenge is different, is unique to the individual. But sharing those challenges can help people to realize the strength that each and every one of us has inside us. We are not weak for feeling suicidal. We are not weak for thinking about suicide. 1 out of 10 people have thoughts of suicide. 1 out of 18 will try to kill themselves before the time that they graduate. That's a shocking statistic. And it needs to be raised. We need to start talking about it, because that statistic is only true in a world where nobody knows how prevalent suicide really is. This is my story, and I hope that people will start talking about their story, because each and every story has courage, and it's important to get that out. Because that is how society learns, is through all of the challenges that people have in it.